Hi everyone, welcome to Astro Digital Technologies YouTube channel where we simplify analytics for everyday professionals. I am Ezekiah Omoyemi and today we are diving into two powerful SQL date functions, DATEDIFF and DATEADD. In this tutorial, we will explore how these functions work and then combine them in a real-world case study. Make sure you stick around till the end. You will gain the confidence to use these functions to filter and analyze date-based data in any database project. Let's jump right in. The first function we use is DATEADD. The DATEADD function in SQL is used to add a specified time interval to a date. The function takes three arguments: the date part, the part of the date to which the interval is to be added. It could be year, month, day, hour, minute, or second. Then it takes another the second argument is the number of intervals to add, then the date itself. The date to which the interval is to be added. The general syntax of the DATEADD function is date add, the date part, the number, and the date is the general syntax. Let's see DATEADD in action. We are going to be calculating date in year, month, hour, seconds, and minutes. So to quickly do that, select DATEADD, open parentheses. The function we want to look at the year, then that is going to be our date part. The number is going to be, let's add a year to it, or even 5 years, and current to the current date we now say get date. So this get date gives us the current date, which returns date time, right? And equally include the date you want to calculate. I can say 2024, for instance, as of the time of recording, 0101 quote, and as next 5 years. Run this query and see what you get. As you can see, 5 years was added to the current date, which gives us January 1, 2029, right? So that is how you can use date. And like I was saying, we can equally put the current date and say get date, get date, open parentheses and close the parentheses, execute, and here we go, we still got the same thing. Now you can see when we use the get date, it returns the word, the time. So it's saying, oh, by this time 2029 is going to be 6th of December. Look at the time. That's 29 for 29 minutes, 47 seconds, 763 milliseconds. So that is how you can do. If you want to get month, you can go back here and put the month, 5 months, next 5 months, next 5 months, and run the query as you can see. So the next 5 months to this time is going to be what? That is May 2025. Whatever you are trying to do will determine what you are going to use. If you are interested in the day, you can put day here, you can put in the next 30 days, get date, next 30 days, 19 days, execute your query, and here we go. So the next 30 days now is going to be 5th of January 2025. So this is adding days. All right. So let's see how we can subtract date. To subtract date, we can say minus 30 days, last 30 days, last 30 days, execute your query, voila, here we are. Next up, let's talk about dated if. The dated if function calculates the difference between two dates in the interval you specify, such as in days, months, or years. The syntax for it is similar to that of Microsoft Excel. The dated if, the interval, the start date, and your end date. So these are the three arguments. For example, to find the number of days between January 1, 2024 and today, you would write select dated if, right? What do you notice? In Microsoft Excel, dated if is undocumented formula, but here in Microsoft SQL, it is documented, right? Press your tab key to activate that. Then what is the argument? The interval. Our interval is going to be day. Then we say 2024 January 1, right? We now use the get date function, open and close parenthesis, as days passed, execute. When I run this query, it tells me how many days have passed since 1st of January 2024, which is 340 days, right? And if you notice that it returns what? Whole number. I want you to keep in mind that the dated if function's behavior of returning whole units, not fractional values, can be useful in various scenarios. However, if you need to calculate functional values, you may need to use alternative formulas or functions. Let us see how we can combine these two in our case study. Suppose you are asked by your line manager, "Hey, here's quickly create a report that lists bookings from the last 6 months, calculate how many days ago each bookings was made, and filters out bookings older than 6 months ASAP." How do you go about this problem? To solve this problem, you need to understand the requirements. Number one, what you are asked to do is to retrieve booking data from the last 6 months. Thereafter, calculate how many days ago each booking was made relative to the 6 months ago. After that, then you filter the data to include only bookings after the 6 month threshold that has been given. All right, let's dive into SQL to solve this problem ASAP. Here is how we build a full query to solve our problem. In my local server, I have a database called the asteroid skylines. This database has several tables in it. We have the airline tables, the airports, the bookings, the flights, the flight delays, the flight status, the flight and the passenger. Let me show you that particular bookings table we are going to be using. I say select all from bookings, run the query. Okay, you can see what we've got. All right, we have about 50,000 records in this particular table, and here are the columns that we have. You can see the booking ID, the flight ID, the passenger ID. So it contains flight ticket bookings. Okay, to our solution, I'm going to be using the booking ID here. Booking ID, which is our unique identifier, followed by the booking date. Since we have the booking date here, we'll be using it, the booking date, then dated if as our first function is the day, right? We say day followed by date add, open parenthesis, the month, we are going to get the month, right? Which is -6, get date, open parenthesis, close, booking dates as days ago. Bring this up, our filter using the where clause, where booking ID, when the booking date is greater than date add, the month, the interval which is -6, I will now say the get date, open parenthesis and close. Let me quickly break down this query. In the select clause, we pull the booking ID and the booking date before we calculate days ago by finding the number of days between 6 months ago. Dated add and the booking date is used here, followed by the where clause. The where clause filters out bookings older than 6 months. Let's run the query to see what we are going to get. All right, as you can see, what do we have? We have this result. You will notice that the bookings older than 6 months were have been excluded from our result set. Out of 50,000 rows, just 2,407 rows met the criteria. Pro tip here: when using date functions in the where clause, make sure your date column is indexed for better performance. If possible, avoid wrapping the column in a function as it can slow down the query. We can now send this report to my team lead. This report helps management understand recent booking trends and customer activity in the last 6 months. This query can be extended further by adding additional filters such as filtering by regions, customers or booking types. And that's a wrap. You have just learned how to use DATEADD and DATEDIFF in SQL to analyze bookings from the last 6 months. These are powerful functions you can apply to any date-based analysis. If you have found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your network to keep us growing. Don't forget to subscribe to Astro Digital Technologies YouTube channel for more SQL tutorials and analytics tips. And if you have questions or topics you would like me to cover, drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching and see you next time.